you did an album of Bob Dylan, and so I'm really interested in like your fandom of Bob's and kind of
Mhm.
did you ever get to meet Bob Dylan or see him live? Like, tell me a little bit about your
Oh
experience with
yeah,
him.
well, I actually have worked with him a couple of times. The first time we were in the studio and re-recording one of his sort of classic songs, "Chimes of Freedom." They wanted to do it for like a some sort of TV show or something, and his management called up and said he wants you for this duet, and I was like, "Oh, cool." Um, and and I got to the studio on the day of, and I kind of knew some of the guys in his band because he had like a New York City based band at that time, and so I was in the studio. I'd gotten there early and was chatting with those guys, and my back was to the door of the studio, but I knew instantly when Dylan walked in the room because in this very subtle way, everyone's attention, not in an obvious way, like nobody turned around or anything, but everyone's attention immediately went to him. And it was like the weather in the room changed. And I greeted him and I had brought him a little gift and all that. But and it was he was very pleasant, he was very nice. And I was like, all right, he said, let's get to work. And I said, okay, where should I stand? And there was only one microphone set up. And he's like, all right, we're going to stand there. So he wanted us to be on the same microphone. So when we were recording this vocal, my lips were inches away from his. And, as people say about him, he doesn't rehearse things. He doesn't tell you what he's going to do. He just launches into it. So there I am, with Bob Dylan, like right up in my face and trying to match his phrasing of this song, which I've just learned. And so I'm got this laser focus on his mouth and trying to match his phrasing, which I know is going to be different than the recording. And so that was the experience, was just being totally laser focused on his mouth. Where, when are these words coming? And, we did it once and then we did it again, totally different way. And that was it. We just did it two times and he was done. So in a way, it was kind of a gift to have that sort of focus because otherwise I might have just been too nervous to be that close to him in that situation.
Yeah, that's so amazing. What an incredible, experience.
Yeah. Yeah, it really was. Yeah.